I send 5 minutes before.
A very warm welcome to Istanbul in northwest Turkey for another fantastic evening of world-class club volleyball from the CEV European Champions League, and a classic quarter-final matchup as home side and reigning champions VakifBank Spor Kulübü Istanbul take on Italian side Vero Volley MILANO. Well, both teams arrived earlier at the VakifBank Sport Arena for the first leg of this big showdown, with a place in the final four up for grabs. And Milano, the marginal favourites, maybe coming into this game after topping Pool B, while VakifBank had to make their way to the last eight via the playoffs. A very warm welcome to Istanbul in northwest Turkey for another fantastic evening of world-class club volleyball from the CEV European Champions League, and a classic quarter-final matchup as home side and reigning champions VakifBank Spor Kulübü Istanbul take on the Italian side Vero Volley MILANO. Well, both teams arrived earlier at the VakifBank Sport Arena for the first leg of this big showdown, with a place in the final four up for grabs, and Milano marginal favourites possibly coming into this game after topping Pool B, while VakifBank had to make their way to the last eight via a playoff victory over the Polish side LKS Łódź. Plenty on the line then for both these clubs and for the defending champions. They certainly having to take a very tough route in retaining their title. And this is another big night for them. It's a big European night of volleyball ahead for both VakifBank and Milano. Well, the sides making their way into the venue a little earlier today. Milano, first of all, they arrived yesterday. 22 staff and players with them, incidentally, making this journey. We saw a big team photo just a little while ago during the warm-up.
Really important to
and
be
now
aggressive
let's
with
hear
the
from the
service.
coaches.
And at the same time, we must be patient, because normally VakifBank, from the service too, are so aggressive with a lot of good players. So it's really important, don't lose the focus when something will be wrong or with some mistake. It's really important, be patient, especially if they start to touch us with the block or make good transition. It's a match that could be long if just we are really aggressive with the service and patient in a lot of moments of the game.
Thank you very much. Good luck.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Coach, thank you.
I think we just have to focus on our side of the net and do what we do well, and that's playing fast, passing well, and defending well. So all aspects of the game are really important, and we just got to stick to that.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
I think side out will be very important. So if we can keep our side out, I think that it will be a key for this match. If we need to receive good and perform a good side out.
Thank you very much, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you.
What do you emphasize? What is the most X factor or key point for this game?
I think we should serve really strong, try to get them out of system, and then block defense will be key, I think.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Well, great to hear from coach Marco Gaspari of Vero Volley Milano, and also the American captain playing for Milano this season for the second time, Jordan Larson. And then on the other side, Giovanni Guidetti, the legendary coach of this VakifBank side, and his new signing this season from the Netherlands, wing spiker Nika Dalderop. Expect her to play a role in the game this evening. Well, it's a third meeting between these two great clubs on the Champions League stage, with VakifBank 2-0 up after beating Milano under their previous club name of Monza by 3-1 in both their group encounters in last season's Champions League. And tonight has all the ingredients to be another very interesting tie indeed. Simon Golding with you for this evening's action, and as always we've got fantastic courtside seats for you right here on Vero Volley TV. It's all to play for here in Istanbul as these both teams look to lay the foundations for victory in the opening leg of this quarter-final tie. Well, the team's just going through the final part of their warm-up. Milano arrived in Istanbul yesterday, looking to reach the Final Four for the first time in the club's history, and bidding for a fourth win on the bounce in this year's competition for the first time ever. So despite two tough losses in Serie A to Scudetto rivals Scandicci and Conegliano in recent weeks, coach Marco Gaspari has seen his squad find some really good rhythm, with the key players starting to work well together, and they look like genuine contenders both in Italy and Europe now. USA Olympic champions Jordan Larson and Jordan Thompson are two of the main components in balancing the lineup, but the former playmaker Alessia Oro, Serie A MVP for February incidentally, is bringing this Milano offense to life. And star internationals like Poland's Magdalena Stusiak, Serbia's Jovana Stefanovic, and Italy's Miriam Silla and Raffaella Folli are underlining just how strong this lineup is. And stats show that Milano are a really good serving and blocking team with great depth on the bench. It's highly likely they're going to need all of that in front of this partisan crowd to get a result this evening. Well, it hasn't quite gone to plan for VakifBank coach Giovanni Guidetti this season. And firstly losing their World Club Championship title to Conegliano in December, and then playing second fiddle to Eczacıbaşı in the Turkish Super League. But this squad still has all the ingredients to defend the title they won last year, and it also has two players in captain Brazilian Gabi Guimarães, who incidentally was hitting the ball as hard as I've seen her hit it in the warm-up, and also power hitter Italy's Paola Egonu. They are players that can change matches single-handed, and it doesn't stop there, as we saw from that previous list. There's a look at the Milano lineup. That really is a quality group of players, but VakifBank can certainly manage them. And when you add in the likes of US Olympic champion middle blocker Chaka Ogbogu for VakifBank, Dutch wing spiker that we heard from Nika Dalderop, and Turkish middle Zera Güneş, there's real quality in this lineup, which all means that despite Milano's Champions League form so far, this VakifBank team should be able to match their opponents in all departments. First of all, though, a beautifully observed moment of silence and reflection for recent events in Turkey. Followed by the CEV Champions League anthem. So two teams that serve tough, block tough and side out like machines. There's an opportunity here for a classic encounter this evening in this opening leg. VakifBank, the home side in the yellow and black. The fans out in force will be looking to keep the noise, keep the atmosphere going and be that extra player on the sidelines for this VakifBank side. Vero Volley MILANO, though, climbing to third place in Serie A, playing really well at the moment, beating Chieri 3-0 on Sunday. And we'll be hoping to take that kind of form into this next match. They topped Pool B to qualify straight through for this last eight for the second time in the club's history, but now looking to go one step further and make the final fours for the first time ever. Well, before we meet the two playing squads and the two starting lineups, let's just meet our first officials. Mirko Jankovic of Serbia will be our first referee in charge up there on the stand, ably assisted by our second referee, Eldar Zulfugarov of Azerbaijan. So officials in place, the crowd are certainly buzzing and ready to go. And for all you guys that have joined us here on Euro Volley TV, I hope you're looking forward to this one as much as we all are. Has all the ingredients to be an absolute belter. Now, as is the tradition, we're going to meet the away side first. Raffaele Folli, middle blocker and former clubmate, incidentally, of Paola Egonu on the other side of the net. She starts through the middle. Alessia Oro, one of the best playmakers in the world right now, heads out onto court. Opposite her will be the American Olympic champion Jordan Thompson. And joining them, number 15, Jovana Stefanovic, world champion with Serbia. Miriam Siller, another former Corneliano Panther, heads out onto the floor. And the Italian wing spiker will be starting out with the American captain Jordan Larson. So there we go. Stefanovic and Foley through the middle. Thompson opposite with Oro's setting. Siller and Larson out through the wing. Left side with Beatrice Parrocchiali as the defensive specialist, the libero. On the other side of the net, well, I had my list of players down that I thought might start, and I think for once I've got it right, just about. It's a really impressive lineup. Cara Bajema will be starting through the wing with captain Gabi Guimarães of Brazil. Opposite will be the unstoppable on occasions Paola Egonu, with Cansu Ojbe as the playmaker and setter. Chaka Ogbogu and Zera Gunesh will be through the middle. And Aicha Aikac will be the libero. Now the two coaches, Marco Gaspari, in his third season at Milano, looking after a very talented group of players. He knows how tough tonight is going to be, but he also knows he's got the players to do the job. There she is, Jovana Stefanovic. She's having a fantastic time at the moment through the middle. And the very popular character with the glasses on the other side of the net, Giovanni Guidetti, been with this club a long time now, former Turkish coach, now Serbian coach, and one of the superstar brains of modern volleyball on the VakifBank side. Oh, we are good to go with what should be a classic. USA Olympic gold medalist from Tokyo 2020, Jordan Larson, gets things underway in the first leg of this quarter-final. In the blue with the pink flashes, it's the away side, Vero Volley MILANO, who come here to Istanbul to meet the mighty VakifBank to see if they can find anything in the opening leg of this quarter-final. First point on the board for the Italian superstar playing opposite Paola Egonu. That's an encouraging sight for the home side. And a solid block as well, as Jordan Thompson gets her first attack away. Egonu's second hit of the game is just on the baseline, hit that very hard. But the Milano block up to the task. Great shutdown by two former club mates, incidentally, in Folli and Sule. So they'll know Egonu very, very well from a couple of years of training with her. Nice feed through the middle, but well seen by Jovanovic, and then a cheeky tip from Egonu onto the line. It's going to take a little while for this game to settle down, and for both teams to find their rhythm out there on court. But for the moment, all the signs pointing to the fact this one is going to catch light, and it's going to be a very, very good game of European volleyball. Well, they've had a tough time of it, VakifBank, this year. Couldn't top their pool, so had to come through against LKS Łódź of Poland in the playoff round. And then what do they get? The reward of having to play one of the informed teams right now. Great serve from Thompson. Overpass is dispatched by Azeri star Miriam Sule. Oh, that's a good serve. That's a really good serve to pressure Guimarães. Listen to that, the crowd already going to work, giving Thompson the bird. Better pass from the Brazilian, and another great block on Egonu. And this time, the block is on Bajima, another USA player out there on court. Three of them at the moment, either side of the net. There's one of them, Thompson, having to volley over. Jansu Ojbe just about gets to that and sets it straight up to Alessio Oro. It's the setter with this Milano team, but he's a former wing spiker and just lives to hit. She'll have a few of those during the course of the game. Thumps it away and then apologises for hitting one of the opponents. But this is a tidy start from Milano. Another cracking serve. Oh my goodness me. Well, three of the flattest, toughest float serves you will see from Jordan Thompson, who's struggled a bit from the baseline this season. But my goodness me, she's got that moving. That's a cracking serve. So an ace and an overpass so far. This time Guimarães controls. Better shot. Well, I was wrong. There's four Americans out there. I forgot about Chaka Ogbogu. How on earth can we forget about Ogbogu with that mighty jump and that huge arm swing? That's a great kill. So Bajima and Ogbogu on VakifBank's side, and Larson and Thompson on the other side of the net. We've also got Serbia out there, Italy out there, Turkey, of course, represented, Brazil through Guimarães there. Oh, this is fine, fine volleyball. That is absolutely brilliant. Wonderful movement from Guimarães in the backcourt to make the play. And Gabi brings it into the setter. And then watch that feed. Great stuff from Ojbe, who has not had it all her own way this season. Has sat out quite a number of games for Gulabe Buchet, the backup setter. And it's time for Egonu to go to work. Good save. They're going for a video check here, I think, maybe. No, don't have to bother. It's their point anyway. Bajima puts it away. But Gabi just going across to the referee there to say that ball touched the floor. Just making her point to our first official, Mirko Jankovic of Serbia. But Bajima finishes that on an exquisite angle. Parocchiali nowhere near it. 5-all. Egonu to go to work again. Big serve. Good pass from Larson. And a beautiful swing from Thompson. What a pickup from the libero. That's superb from Aicha. Can't get to that though. Oh, this is a fiery start. Well, you heard from Marco Gaspari that this could be a long match. This could go to the 5 sets. And if it does, this will be an energy-sapping contest. This is high-powered stuff. And we've only had 11 points. Both teams have clicked straight into gear here. Sule to serve. Goes jump float. Pass by Aichar is solid enough. And Bajima in off the wing to make the play. Settled in very nicely to her role here at VakifBank. Signed from Polish club Rzeszów, who we saw in action last night, losing 3-1 to Turkish side Azerbaijani. Bajima with the serve, Sula makes the pass. This time it's Larsen that has to chase the ball in. And that is superb blocking, great transition play. And Bajima fed another ball, so clearly Cansu Ojbey, the setter, feeling that the American is the hot arm right now for VakifBank, the former Washington University player. She serves again. Dipper, dealt with by Procchiali. Larsen forced to tip, Bajima is on it. It's going to be tight. Oh, I thought we were going to see the first really big wind-up from Gabi, but no. Decides to tip it instead and easily covered by Milano. What a brilliant start to the game. Both coaches will tell you there's no rhythm out there at the moment, but we're getting excellent individual points. Bit of a lottery feel to it all at the moment. Stefanovic to get things underway. Once again, 7-all out of the back line with a decent enough swing. Igonu is going to be key. You cannot get away from that fact for VakifBank, and she has absolutely battered that into the corner. Ogbogu to serve. Stunning statistics this year, Ogbogu. 22 blocks so far in the Champions League. But not able to find her form with the serve. Incredible, isn't it, with the level of play that we're watching. It's rather let the air out of the balloon. A bit of a groan, a collective groan from this VakifBank crowd here in Istanbul. Oro next to serve, the playmaker for Milano. No, didn't go right there. Ojbey just trying to find Gabi with a high-tempo ball just over the top of Gunesh, but in the end wasn't hittable by anybody. And Milano nudge ahead again. Hence the boos and whistles from this very partisan crowd. Lovely shot. Got a very heavily taped right shoulder at the moment, has Zera Gunesh, and I watched her in the warm-up. Didn't seem to be affecting her arm swing, certainly didn't affect her there. And the young Turkish middle blocking star with her first serious kill of the game. Ojbey, the setter for VakifBank. Good serve, rescued by Oro and lamped out of play. Big swing from Thompson, this time misses the target and the block. Well, it looks like it might be one of those games where we've got two teams right at the top of their game, just finding pockets of form. And it'll come down to those runs of scores on the scoreboard. Who can put 2s and 3 points together from the service line? And with offence like that, it's going to be really difficult. First big shot from Raffaella Folli. Super middle play, lovely feed from Oro. Jordan Larsen puts the ball in play, nice pass. Gabi, big arm swing. Oh, that's good defence from the American on the Brazilian. Transported back over the net, they make VakifBank play again, and Igonu. Oh my goodness, this is terrifying. Gabi hit that ball so hard, it was super defence, and then Igonu comes back with proper firepower. She has gone so high on that hit. Straight over the top of the block that stopped her earlier in the set. Gabi just long. They've got to be aggressive from the service line, and VakifBank are an aggressive serving team. 41 aces so far for VakifBank. They've played one extra game to Milano, remember that Milano on 31 aces. But the stat for me that stands out, we talk about Milano being a great blocking side, but VakifBank have made 93 kill blocks. Oh my goodness, they cannot get anywhere near Igonu at the moment. Ojbe's giving her a lovely peek on the ball, and that reaction, that facial expression from Zaragones, followed by Raffaella Folli, tells you all you need to know. That was world-class hitting. That world-class serving to follow, unfortunately. Well, we heard from Giovanni Guidetti saying side out will be really important today. He's not happy with Gunes there because it's instantly put a bit of pressure on the VakifBank side out. But the smoother your side out, the more chances you give yourself on serve, and that's just brilliant. That is brilliant. What a set. Beautiful feed from Ojbe, and what a way to be available from Chaka Ogbogu. Just took a little inside step there to get to the seam. And she's been found beautifully. There we go. All day. All day. Igonu to serve. These serves coming round very quickly because the side-out game is working. Not getting any runs of points just yet. Well, both coaches will be feeling the pressure because they can see how well the teams have started. But I think the players will be loving this. They'll be enjoying their time out on the floor right now. Oh, this is wicked. What a pick-up from Silla off the backcourt hit from Igonu. Another feed. Igonu tips this time, and that was a good touch. That was a really good touch. And that probably should have been defended. Who got this? Yeah, it was Stefanovic. Played it out of the way of Oro, but certainly put it into a playable zone, and nobody reacted. Oh, another good swing, great pick-up from Bajma. Igonu gets enough on it, but Parocchiali with a good pass, slapped cross-court by Stefanovic, well defended. Another free ball. Oh, this is just superb. I don't want to oversell this, but this is one of the best starts to a game that I've seen all season. This is just on fire from point one. Great block, great read from Gabi. Ogbogu joins her to shut down the cross court, and Stefanovic is put on the floor. Now VakifBank sneak the lead. First little cluster of points here. Good defence. Larson screams at her players to keep it alive. Ojbe goes wide again. Gabi with that big old windmill swing. Such an unusual arm action. Very low elbow, only appears above her head at the point at which she swings hard at the ball. But my goodness me, it's effective. It gives us so much range, and that's as spinny as it gets. Timeout called by Marco Gaspari, and we all get a chance to breathe.
Ok, Igonu is every time short. Sull'azione lunga cerchiamo la precisione, non chiudiamo I colpi sulle situazioni negative. And remember to stay still in defense, because we are working good. If she spike over us, it's not a problem. But we must be ready to fight every single rally, 1, 2, 3 times.
Well, I say it almost every time that we have the privilege of hearing coaches work at this level. Don't expect anything amazing. Don't expect anything out there in the ether. Listen for the basics, and the basics are there. That's Marco Gaspari, top coach, telling some world-class players, stay still when the ball is hit. Doesn't matter if Igonu goes over the top. If you're still, when the ball is contacted, you can make a defensive play. Nice pass from Silla, out of the back line from Thompson. My goodness me, she has really started this game well. And a little reminder of how good she can be. She was brilliant in the Tokyo Games, as was Larson, as was Ogbogu, and she's been brilliant at the start of this match. Stefanovic then to serve. Pass is good. Oh, it's superb. Great rangy swing, but picked up well. Gabi comes back with another one. Stab dig from Silla. Oh, and again. So unlucky. But that's exactly what Marco Gaspari is asking from his Milano team. If you have to fight 3-4 times in a rally, you have to do it. But it was third time, not a charm for Milano. Whereas Ojbe tips it over for a little surprise play, and a 3-point lead is retained. Ogbogu to serve for VakifBank. Good serve. Parochiali can't get it to the setter. Larson out of system. That's a terrific swing. Well picked up by Bajmet. Igonu from the back line, just absolutely hammering. This is exceptional play. And it's interesting, I think instead of Milano playing tough at the start and causing VakifBank problems, all that's happened is they've lit the blue touch paper. This is a firework display right now. And it's VakifBank that are letting off the bigger fireworks at the moment. Another cracking serve, another good pass, and a power tip is going to go the way of Milano. No complaints from VakifBank for Larson there. Kept her arm nice and straight. And got it straight through the arms of Ojbek. Worrying 3-point lead from Milano's point of view. VakifBank playing beautifully. Again, not the best connection, but Zera with the presence of mind not to swing hard at that. Made the early judgment and just knew it was a tip. That was all that was available and got it to a very tricky spot. Oro couldn't defend it. Well, the crowd delighted here in Istanbul, not just by the fact that VakifBank are leading, but by the level of play. Another tough serve. They are targeting Miriam Silla. Nice up from Gabi. Good feed onto the net, and Igonu just goes high again. Well, if Igonu puts her back into it and gets the jump away, we're talking 335 on the spike reach. So she's going 20 centimetres above most blocks in the world. And when she gets it right with that rather unusual arm swing of hers, she's proving unstoppable. 5-point lead, Gaspari's second timeout. A little early to be talking about alternative options for Gaspari, but he does have some. Anna Daviskiba has played well. She's actually the leading scorer in the Champions League, the Belarus international, with 61 points. She's on the bench for Milano. They've got the height, if they need it, of Magdalena Stusiak. 2 metres and 3, 6 feet 8 inches tall. Maybe she's got a chance of getting hands on either Gabi or Igonu. It's a good pass again. Oh, just a little low. The tempo was nice from Oro, but just didn't get the ball with any peak on. And after it was read beautifully by Igonu, just a case of making sure she got that penetration. And that is a stunning stop. Igonu and VakifBank are on fire. Great rotation for them with Ozbej serving. Silla with another solid pass. Larson into the block this time, and Gabi having fun and getting the job done out on the left side. And the Brazilian is flying. Well, she bounced a ball off the floor in the warm-up and up to one of the cameras that is up on that second tier of seating. Went right up to the camera lens. It was an astonishing hit. And she's come in fired up to this game. 22-15. This is a demolition job. Oh my goodness. And Gabi again. Coach Guidetti happy. Now, what Guidetti will be trying to think about here is that his team don't get over revved. It's a little easy to get carried away, and Milano will be looking for that entree back into the match. But at the moment, all they're being shown by VakifBank is the exit. And at last, the pressure is released, but the damage has been done. This is VakifBank's set. And it's up to Milano now to try and find some shape and some rhythm to take into set 2. They haven't played badly at all. They played really well at the start of this set, Milano. Well, this has been a devastating performance. Oh my goodness. They can't do anything wrong. VakifBank are taking Milano to the cleaners right now. What a set. What a bump from deep in court by Aicha. And what a crazy swing from Gabi. They're loving it. Absolutely loving it, the VakifBank fans. So they should be. They've kept it alive. It's not the best play from VakifBank, but they've recycled. Chuck down the line from Sulla. Good aggressive approach. Power tip to finish. Volley out. In comes VakifBank, who has a good jump serve. She's not going to be able to save anything here. Well, she's gone jump float, hit it very hard as well. Bajima just overpasses. Only a fraction in that. Just went too far for Ojbe. Easy finish for Stefanovic. And a very good serving substitution. VakifBank here has gone hard after this. 6 points to find though, it's going to be too much. And it is too much. 25-18. That is a remarkable performance from VakifBank in set one. And they lead Milano here pretty comfortably in Istanbul. Well, there we go, 25-18. In the end, that scoreline doesn't really do justice to the fact that Milano competed well in the early phases of that set. But once VakifBank hit their stride, they looked pretty unstoppable. It's one of those games where, as a commentator, you've got to find a dictionary and quickly to look up some new superlatives. Especially if the quality of play continues at this level. Well, both teams with plenty of great options on the bench. VakifBank will know that if things don't go as well in sets 2 or 3, they've got the two players currently on court warming up. Kubra Akman, the middle blocker in the number 6 shirt in the dark top. The Dutch outside player, Daldorop. Well, definitely Marco Gaspari will be considering his options as we head towards set 2. And he'll want to make changes sooner rather than later if VakifBank continue at the level they continue. I think we'll probably see a little side-out joust all the way through to the mid-phase of the set. Milano's certainly not completely out of this tie, but they will be a little shocked at just how things unfolded in that opening set. Thanks for your company here on Vero Volley TV. As I said at the top of the broadcast, this one has all the ingredients to be a classic encounter. But for a classic encounter, you need 2 to tango. And at the moment, Milano just ran out of dance moves at the end of set 1. That was a really impressive performance. The tail of the tape shows it was pretty close, but some good blocking by VakifBank. The slightly worrying stat there for Milano is that the fact that their opponents didn't serve an ace. And they are more than capable of doing that. But what they did get is some good heavy serves that forced the pass out of system. They targeted Miriam Sulla for much of the first set. Expect to see her under pressure again. I think she held up pretty well. Got a lot of decent ball into Oro. Away we go with set number 2, and it's a good start from VakifBank. While our fantastic music montage of the first set action was playing, VakifBank, who've managed just to steal a couple of points. Gabby, strong hit towards the face of Jordan Thompson. Quick apology afterwards. Ojbe serves again. This was a very good rotation for them towards the end of the second set for VakifBank. It's good again. Igonu, oh dear. Well, she's done nothing but thump away at the ball. She had one little tip at the early part of the set and then decided there that a tip was the route past the block, but she's tipped it straight into volley. Good swing, and she didn't get a lot of height on that jump, just seemed to jump through the window as well for Ojbe, but Ojbe got it hittable and she's played it deep enough. Larson will be annoyed there. That, well, if it didn't touch the block, that might have been going long. Igonu been brilliant so far. Gabby, her captain, has been amazing. But Milano's stars have been playing well also. Thompson looks to be in good nick. I think Coach Gaspari would like to see Jordan Larson into the game a bit more. Like to see Sulla as well on that left side, just to try and take a bit of pressure off the middles and the opposite. Yeah, good angle. One of the unsung heroes, really, of set 1. The American Kara Bajema. Thought was really good. He was asked to do some fill-in work between Gabby and Igonu hammering away, and she did it really well. Yeah, nice, very nice. Classy stuff, as you often get from Jovana Stefanovic. Tenth or 11th season, I think, in Italy now for the Serbian. And enjoying another cracking year of European volleyball as well. Well, as I suspected, we've gone side-outs at the moment, with the odd blocker overpass contributing to the points, but it's been on as even. Lovely feed. Good set, good jump. She looks in really good shape tonight, Igonu. Very balanced. Keeping the ball right out in front of her, using that jump to negotiate any block. And hammering like a demon from the service line. Good defence, not put away by Bogu. Got a good slowdown on that though. Gabby makes the play and then flies out of the back line on that stylised pipe. Went a long way out there. He was almost stood next to Bajema on that attack. That's 2 lines of attack on that left side for the middle blocker to deal with. They're mixing up well here, VakifBank. And this time, Igonu gets it wrong, but not before a little bit of ground was gained on the scoreboard. Stefanovic to serve, so Foley at the net. The new middle blocker. Nice pass from Aicha. Not quite the connection they were after there, but they get away with it. It's not as easy as you might think setting to the players that can really jump. Like Ogbogu, who have these very high contact points. Not as easy as you think setting those higher balls. It's quite a precise skill that Ojbe has to master to find the hitter. Foley gets a good swing. That's a nice little fake from Oro. VakifBank in the rally though. Gabby goes again. Oh my goodness me. Well, for such an expansive arm swing, how does she get the ball away so quick? Up she goes, nice aggression, arms nowhere near, and then bang, straight through the seam. Oh, it's a masterclass at the moment from the VakifBank captain. Larson struggling to get into the game. Has it clipped the line? It has. And VakifBank making their move a bit earlier here. Is Larson coming out? Oh, she is, dear me. And the USA captain is going to take a seat for the moment. Has not found her way into this match at all, and she knew it. She knew that substitution was on the way. Yeah, nice work from Thompson out of the back line. Anna Daviskiba, incidentally, the Belarus international who came on and hit a really good serve at the back end of the first set. She's the new left side player. So the first of the changes has been run by Marco Gaspari for Milano. Still got Stishak waiting in the wings. Free ball. Silla passes. And that's good tempo. That's good tempo. Very confident set from Oro. Out to Daviskiba. Those two played, or have played, for the last 3 seasons here at Milano. So they have a good understanding. That's a nice aggressive swing. So 1 point earned back on serve. Another tough serve. Aichar can't get it into the net. Gabby out of system again. She's got her timing wrong on that one. Got the contact wrong. And instead of rolling it just past the block, she rolled it just into. And Foley more than happy to press and get that one down. Watch this blocking technique from Foley. Really good. Really good stuff from the experienced Azuri middle. Well, it's good signs there for Milano. Nice aggressive comeback. Getting a little bit of joy from the service line at the moment. Pressuring Aichar, the libero. Bogu to serve. Goes after the new player on court. That's a nice hit from Thompson. Came a long way off of the sideline to find that ball, and then in the end had to use slide footwork. Put it away good, really good. She enjoyed that. It was a bit out of the box, that one, from the American. Better pass from Aichar. Wow, it's such a heavy swing from Igonu. I think she can shelve the tipping for the moment. The cannon is working beautifully. Back to this rotation that is quite dangerous for Milano. This is a good rotation for VakifBank with Ojbe serving. Goodness me. Well, Miriam Silla turned away there. She didn't want to make eye contact with her former teammate and her international teammate because she knows she's just had the lights shut out there. Holy moly. That is some block. That's some serious wingspan from Paola Igonu. A let-off, hence the celebration from the Milano players. Now, can they settle into some mid-set work here? It's going to be quite tricky for VakifBank to maintain the standards that they've shown us so far in this match. You are going to get a bit of ebb and flow if Milano can get into the game. Gunesh forced to tip again. Good pick up from Foley. Easy roll shot from Sulla. Bajima passes it comfortably, but Milano's still in the rally. And this time the angle is found by Sulla. Realised the space was there, and that's an excellent hit. From an excellent player. First season with Milano after 4 successful years at Conegliano, and then 5 with Bergamo before that. Well, the reason we're getting serving errors, both sides of the net, is that lack of real stability on side out. That's putting quite a lot of pressure on the player at the baseline. It's VakifBank that have slightly more rhythm in that department at the moment. She's found it again. Well, Guidetti's a bit upset there with Zara Gunesh. Been beaten once on that angle by Silla and then beaten comfortably again and just got nowhere near it. Went with the middle player and was completely outfoxed. So this time the angle was completely open for Silla. Oh, good defence. Great clear up from Oro. Silla can't find the angle this time. Thompson from the back line. No, can't get a swing on it. Gunesh makes the defence and brilliant turn from Bajima. They're getting pretty frustrated out there, Milano. They're getting more and more chances in transition, but they're not converting at the moment. Guidetti talks with Aicha, his libero. She struggled a little on her serve reception in this game. Nice hit, equal power to Igonu from Jordan Thompson. Always plays with a smile on her face, does the American opposite. Debut season with Milano, and she's looked the part. She really has. Signed from it is Azabashu, incidentally, the team that currently top the Turkish Super League, ahead of VakifBank. Well, Igonu chooses a tip again, it doesn't work, and Davis Skiba tries to find the angle that Silla found so comfortably. And it's another wobble from Milano. That's a huge block to beat. That's just a horrible set of arms from Igonu and Ogbogu reaching over the net. You won't get much change out of that today. Good serve, great pass, and good reaction from Oro. It's coming back though, and Oro's waiting. This time can't put it away. Here's the chance. Bajima canes it cross court. Oh, this is great again from VakifBank. Milano trying so hard here, but they just can't win these transition points. Crowd are kicked off again. Noise here in the VakifBank Sport Arena is just huge. Good pass. Lovely swing. What a chicken wing dig. Oh, that's sensational play. Both sides of the net. And then Thompson blazes it out of court. Well, that's one of the best defensive plays you will ever see. The chicken wing followed by the Superwoman dive from Gabby, followed by Silla. And it's an error from Thompson that gives the point to VakifBank. 4-point lead, timeout to Marco Gaspari and Milano. Very good coaches, two very personable coaches either side of the net. Giovanni Guidetti, by his own admittance, has had a bit of counselling to take some of the emotion out of his reactions in coaching. Looks a slightly more sanguine man on the sideline these days, although when his team are playing like this, he's really got not too much to worry about. And on the other side of the net, Marco Gaspari, great communicator. There he is, there's Guidetti, looking, well, as relaxed, in inverted commas. I'm making bunny ears with my fingers at the moment. Looking as relaxed as he can. He's up there with former Brazilian coach Bernardinho in terms of his shirt-eating emotion. Gets right into every single rally, every single point. So the timeout does its job. Error on serve. And a chance for Milano here. And that's better. That's better from Thompson. Gabby snuck up into what she thought was a seam that was going to be exposed here short. And exactly what Marco Gaspari was asking his players to do. Hit high and hit hard. That means the ball's going to go deeper. It just opens up your point scoring options. again, just as it looks as though Milano are going to string a few together. Pressure is relieved. It's non-stop. It's non-stop. Good hit. Whoa, that was a limbo from the libero Aicha there. And there was a lot of hair flying. It looked to me like she might just have been clipped by that ball. Referee says out. Marco Gaspari disagrees, as do his Milano players. So they've asked here for a check. Well, it is out, and it hasn't hit the libero. Challenge lost. 2 challenges per set, incidentally. If you win it, you keep it. If you lose it, you lose it. Here we go. Yeah, that was a remarkable piece of defensive work to get out of the way of a ball that was really travelling. It's another error for Thompson. Second hit. This time it's tipped by Daviskiba. She's not having much more success than Larson. And VakifBank continue to score at will. They've been the more patient of the two teams. They've not been sucked into a great big hitting contest. When they have hit, they've hit unbelievably well, but they've also known when to mix it up. And that is really clever stuff from Gabby. Milano in trouble here, in real trouble. Second timeout called. And Gaspari's options are dwindling. Well, VakifBank, the reigning champions, they've had a lot of success in this competition down the years. Lost their World Club Championship title to Conegliano back in December. But this has been some of the best volleyball I've seen them play all year. And the new players are starting to fit into the squad. The rhythm is there. Whereas their opponents on the other side of the net. Second time, incidentally, the timeout has done its job and the service error follows. Their opponents, Milano, they've won the Challenger Cup, they've won the CEV Cup, but they've never won, and they've never been to the Final Four of the CEV Champions League. So it's a big game for them in terms of club history. Wow. Well, when she occasionally gets it wrong, Igonu, it flies. Complete miss hit. Crashes into the ball stoppers, the advertising hoardings at the back. And still, Milano can't find that service pressure that they know they have to bring in this game. All too easy for Aicha there to leave it. Bogu back to the service line. She's been excellent tonight, as has Gunesh through the middle. Good serve. Hits Daviskiba. Daviskiba out of system, rolls it into the block. They can't make the play. It's a feature of world-class volleyball that when the blockers have the hitter isolated, it's usually the blocker that comes out on top. Very well timed by Gunesh. And you can see Miriam Silla's body language is tense and frustrated. Nothing has clicked in the latter stages of the first 2 sets at the moment for the Italian club. Oh, that's good. Well, I like Thompson's resilience in this game. She is not backed away from the challenge. It's not all gone her way, but that's another delightful arm swing. Straight through the seam. 4 points in it. Daviskiba to try and find something for her team. Good serve. Bajima under a bit of pressure with that one. Igonu out of system, rattles it deep. Daviskiba's got arms on it, as has Oro. Silla. Defended off the block by Parocchiali. Silla again, Parocchiali again. This is brilliant from Milano. but it's even better from VakifBank. Cansu Ojbek with a little pop jump set after making a couple of blocks in a row on Silla. And just pops it out wide. And Gabby had the pick of the shots there, inside or out, it was going to be the winner. Cansu to serve again. David Skiba overpass, Gabby pops it on the floor, and it's another set that he's done and dusted. VakifBank will have a 2-0 lead. Just checking my clock here, in a little over 46 or 47 minutes of play. They have been quite brilliant tonight so far. Another tough serve. Well, that was a crazy set to volley from Oro. And what a brilliant reaction from Rafaela Folli. Unhittable, so she has to flail at it and gets a little paintbrush tip off the arms of Igonu. But, I mean, it's scant consolation. It really is. New player in then, Sonia Candy, middle blocker, 29 years of age, has a really good serve. And gets it into play, Bajima passes it beautifully, Igonu just hammers again. Ora's done well to touch that. 6 set points arrive for the home side. It's been delicious volleyball. I said it was going to be a classic encounter, it has been, but mostly because of the way VakifBank have played in response to Milano's pressure. Oh, wow. Oh, that's silenced the crowd here, looking for the big finish, but it's Thompson that gets the big finish. Free net. Warm-up hit. Lovely set from Oro. Is it going to help? Thompson to serve. She's had a couple of good serves tonight so far. Well patrolled though by Aicha, and the middle feed is good. Gunesh puts it down. 25-19, VakifBank storm into a 2-0 lead. It has been a brutal display from VakifBank. Utterly clinical. They have barely passed up a scoring opportunity. 25-18, 25-19, and Milano have played tough. And they just have not had the answers. From the midway point of the set onwards, VakifBank have just coasted away with some of the best volleyball I've seen this season. They have been spectacularly good on their conversions. And the body language from Milano is not great. There's a few slumped shoulders, there's a few quizzical looks amongst the players, and there's not a team feeling down there. You can see the players are scattered all over the place at the moment. Stefanovic talking with Marco Gaspari, the coach, about options, probably. He's a good coach like that. He'll listen to senior players and their opinions, but I'm not sure what can save Milano from here. Well, there's not much more you can say about this VakifBank Istanbul performance. It has been clinical. The tail of the tape shows that there's still relatively close encounters going on in all departments apart from the one that matters, and that's the score on the scoreboard. Marco Gaspari still working hard. He still has options on the bench. Will he bring Jordan Larson back in for David Skiba? That's a possible substitution that we'll see, or well, at least a change to the starting lineup for set 3. For Guidetti, he will be wondering just how much deeper his VakifBank team can go with the form they're showing here. There must be
For the rest
a
of the game.
stutter at some point. Let's hear from the coaches.
We started very good, very aggressive, but we play against a great team, so we have to expect their comeback. They have a lot of players, they can change the game anytime, so nothing is done yet.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, exactly as expected. Now our intrepid interviewers will make their way across to Marco Gaspari, who's still deep in conversation with his team. Lovely to hear from the Milano coach if we can. There we go. He's still going. He's still going. There we go. He's spotted the interviewers and the fact that he needs to come and give us a word. Well done, Marco.
What do you have to do to come back for the game?
For sure serve better, because if we serve like the second part of the first game, and the second game will be difficult to play against them because they are pushing so much with Gabi, with Bajema and also Gonu, and make some good overload with the middle. So it's important to start from the service, as I said in the beginning of the match, and risk something in transition, because if we are waiting the perfect situation to make a good counter-attack, will be really, really hard to play with this VakifBank.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Nice explanation. So Coach Gaspari needs tougher serving, and he needs his team to take some risks in transition to start winning points where they haven't been winning them. Whereas VakifBank, just about everything they've touched has turned to gold so far this evening. So far, so good for the home side in this first leg of the quarter-final tie. He's not bothered. Bless him. Great atmosphere tonight here in the VakifBank Sport Arena, and it's an atmosphere that has just been enhanced by the performance of the home side. This VakifBank group of players have gradually built as the season has gone on, and now it looks like they're going to be a handful for whoever meets them, and that man has engineered it yet again, Giovanni Guidetti. So we are good to go for set 3 as they're away back into this match for the Italian side. Milano, or VakifBank, got this game completely under control. They lead by 2-0 at the moment, the Turkish side. It'll be Miriam Silla to serve for Milano to get set 3 underway. The reigning CEV European Champions League champions in yellow, VakifBank Istanbul, at home this evening, have been clinical. They've been brutal, and they have completely and utterly denied Milano a route into this game. Igonu gets the first kill of set 3. They lead by 2-0, but never say never where world-class volleyball is concerned. There's still a lot of talent on the Milano side of the net. They will be looking to engineer a comeback. It will be one of the comebacks of the century, I have to say, from here. Good kill from Davaskiba, who interestingly keeps her place on court ahead of the American captain Jordan Larson. That's the captain of the American team, incidentally. Alessio Oro is captain of this Milano squad. There's a few captains out there as well. Stefanovic was captain of Serbia. Heavy hit, beating Stefanovic on the angle, and Bajima continues to play well. I was quite pleased that Marco Gaspari included Bajma in his praise of VakifBank, because it has been an all-round performance. If it's not Gabi, it's Igonu. If it's not Igonu, it's Bajma. If it's not Bajma, it's Gunesh. If it's not Gunesh, it's Ogbogu. It's been total volleyball. Good work. Whereas for Milano, it's not quite been the same share of the workload. Really, the player that's turned the scoreboard over for them, almost exclusively at times, is the player that's just killed that ball, Jordan Thompson. Oro goes short. Nice change up. Well read by Gabi. It's worked for nothing, but another huge shot. The response again from VakifBank is complete. Nice pass, nice set, nice kill. How much longer can VakifBank keep this form together? Is it going to be enough to pull off what would be a stunning 3-0 win? I mean, it really is not on the cards tonight. I was expecting 5 sets this evening, one way or the other, and VakifBank have denied Milano any shot in this match so far. Nice serve, tidied up by Bajma at the net. Yeah, controlled by the block. Easy pass for Aicha out of the back line. Gabi slaps it hard. That was a fearsome hit. Brilliant defence from Milano. Gabi tidies up again, and then Ogbogu goes on the slide and slides it down the front of the Milano block, which is in disarray at the moment. They're not really sure where to go. Early 3-point lead for VakifBank is good for the home side, but it looks ominous for the visitors. Another cannon of a serve. Porocchiali has to fall backwards to make the touch. Gabi with a solid tidy up. Igonu out of the back line again. It's touched by the defender, Sule. Oh, they are playing like a machine right now. A beautiful volleyball machine. VakifBank look insanely good tonight. At last, Igonu gets one wrong. Well, I do like the attitude of the Milano players. They're trying to keep smiling, keep positive, not let this situation get to them, and wait for the shot they think they're going to get in the third set to prolong this match. Good hit. Decent pass from Gabi. And Igonu again. They can't defend there against Igonu. But the problem is, if they go to where she's hitting the ball right now, which is back meter, then she just tips it. She is toying with block and defence right now. Bajima to serve then. VakifBank 7-3. Tied. Overpass is dispatched. Gabi puts another point on the board. Marco Gaspari has no choice but to call his first time out of set 3.
Otherwise it's impossible to play. What we are waiting? That they make mistake? What we are waiting that they make mistake? Dava, just watch out. If it's transition ball of Igonu, little bit inside. When it's perfect pass, you know that she wants to close cross. Do something different and read the situation.
So this isn't new stuff. This is stuff that this team will have been looking at ever since they knew they had this quarter-final tie against VakifBank. So Marco Gaspari and his coaching team would have been working with the players on, you know, the more familiar shots, the favoured shots, the preferences of the star players on the other side of the net. Yeah, good shot. Nice high jump from Silla, deep hit. She's had almost nothing to do in this game, but that'll do nicely. Volley to serve then. Gaspari's trying to find something on the rotation sheets that he can use. Another solid pass from Bajma, another cracking hit. What a wind-up from Igonu. She's in really, really good nick tonight, is Paola Igonu. They're jumping as high and reaching as high as they can, and they're still not able to get to her. 9-4. Bogu serve, crowd in good voice here in Istanbul. They sound a bit shocked as well, this crowd. I think they were expecting the contest to continue as it did. You know, 15 all, what was it? No, 15-13 I think it went, when VakifBank made their first break in set one. Up to that point, it was a brilliant half a set of volleyball, with Milano contributing just as well. But since that point, VakifBank have just done that. Their side out is machine-like, and when you side out like this, you take all the pressure off the server. The server can just go for it. They can go back and do whatever they would need to do for a good serve, because if they miss, it's just another side out to follow. Cansu Ojbe, the setter then. Serves Silla. Silla goes on the overpass. It isn't put away. And finally, Gabby has missed one. Well, I never. She's been blocked on a off-pace ball earlier in the match, and she's just missed one over the sideline. Apart from that, she's been nearly perfect. Miriam Silla, can she fire it up? Well, tried to go for space, well covered by Ayça. Again, not the best connection from Cansu to Zara Güneş, but Güneş this time has to use her left hand to get to the ball. But because it's being mixed up, the Milano block is not being allowed to settle. Gabby eyeing up an ace. Good serve on Silla. And it was a nice pass, but Oro having to work just a little bit on the edge of the envelope there to Stefanovic. Stefanovic, who hasn't hit one for a long time, just buries it middle of the net. And we've got another substitution, and in comes another American player. Dana Retke, 24 years of age, from the University of Wisconsin, in her second season here at Milano. Well, she brings height to the party, but that seems to be no problem for this VakifBank side. They've dealt with everything tonight, and the new player on court gets an immediate set and gets an immediate welcome to the court from Gabby. From Bajema, sorry. Hopefully Cara won't mind that comparison to Gabby. Second time out then for Milano.
We are waiting that the ball arrive on us. It's not this. We make a choice with the set, overload with Gabby, we move the step, and we try to do something different.
Desperation stakes now. You try everything as a coach on the sideline. You try in terms of what you're talking about, the information you're delivering. You try some motivational stuff. Sometimes, as a coach, you'll get angry, and that works. Sometimes, not often. And then occasionally you'll throw a player in, and it makes all the difference. But I don't see how Milano get out of jail here. Big chase for Oro. Touches the net and she swings at that one. Bit of moisture to be cleared up, but it's just a brief delay to Milano's problems. Another cracking serve. Silla passes to the 3-metre line. Thompson isolated, but does well. Beats a 3-woman block pretty comfortably there. Probably a seam. No, just went straight over the top of Zara. Now, Dana Retke has 7 aces in the Champions League so far this season. But gets passed by Ayça there, and Gabby hammers on the pipe. the set that the Brazilians brought to world volleyball back in the early 90s. That backcourt attack from the wing spiker straight down the middle. That was old school. And a fantastic hit. She went straight after Recchi after that serve. Now, it's a tough one to find positives in for Milano, but Marco Gaspari will know that we're heading towards a zone in this match where potentially Milano can find a way in. It's that old 1 foot back in the hotel, 1 foot back home, and not quite full attention on the match. He's hoping that VakifBank will enter that zone and give his team a chance, but Guidetti will be trying to guard against it. Fine pass from Gabi, and another good set from Jansu, who gets stepped on by Bogu for her troubles. 8-point lead, 2-0 lead to VakifBank. This is unbelievable. We've been playing just over the hour, and it looks like VakifBank have cleaned this game up. It looks like Milano are going home without a set in the bag, and next week's encounter is going to be a tough one. Brilliant set. Just a superb set from Jansu Ojbe. Sometimes doesn't get the credit she deserves, Jansu. She's run a really high-powered offense tonight. That's got a beautiful peak on the ball for Igonu to really attack. Yeah, good work. Very good work from Milano. Nice pass from Daviskiba. Good feed from Oro to Folli. And Folli trying to get her team going. Recchi back into the front court. So the tall American, 2 meters and 3, same height as Stusiak, 6 feet 8. Stusiak still hasn't entered the fray in this match. Maybe won't see her tonight. Good defense from Folli. Silla off the wing, rolls it. Igonu makes the play look easy. And what VakifBank are doing really well here in transition is they are targeting the middle player after their serve. So both Recchi and Folli being asked to make repeated defensive plays at the moment. And not quite able to do it 2 in a row, Folli. Bogu to serve. 8-point lead returns for the Turkish side. Floated deep. Parocchiali makes the play. Daviskiba hits the pipe, but straight at Igonu. Gabi, long way off, so volleys it into play. Another chance for Milano. And chance taken. Haven't said Thompson's name for a few minutes, but she's back in it. Thumbs up from Guidetti, just saying to his players, you did everything right there, just couldn't convert. Now, Thompson started with a very good service run. They need her now. It's a good hit. That's a good hit. Nice finish from Recchi. She's come on really well from the bench. It's not been easy. Good awareness there from the middle player to get past Jansu, and short enough to beat Gabi. Now, in all honesty, Thompson needs 3 or 4 serves here. The second is good, but Gabi sees off that serving run. Another point on the board, another point closer to a magnificent 3-0 victory. I mean, that would be dream territory for VakifBank. And 100% a result that Giovanni Guidetti would take. Back to this tricky rotation for Milano. Jansu serving. Big blockers in the front line. And they get a piece of that. Net as well contributes, and Thompson is stopped. 20 points reached. Well, there's all sorts of cliches you can use at this moment, but VakifBank have not taken their foot off the gas at any point. They're not giving Milano even a sniff at this match. Jansu to serve again. Silla gets the ball just about to the net, but easily defended Bumped up high, nicely by Bajema, but they get hands on Gabi. Silla goes again, makes the play. Good work, but my goodness, it's been a struggle just to even win a single point. And now Milano have got to do it on their own serve. It's a well-organised block. VakifBank reading just about everything at the moment. Silla to serve, trying to erode this 7-point lead. Easy pass for Aicha and an easy run. That was a nice, I like that play. I really like that play. That was a ghosting kind of jump from Zera. Watch this. Goes in straight as if she's going front and then just ghosts across. That was always going to leave a seam to aim at, and she's found it well. Silla under pressure again. Thompson has to check her run up. Goes straight into the block. It's coming over as a freebie. Should be VakifBank's point. Oh my goodness, what a pickup from Parochiali. Oh wow. Now is that the point that changes things for Milano? It's grasping at straws, but they need something to go their way, and this has gone their way. What a dig. I'm not sure how much Beatrice Parochiali knew about that. But it's defended, it's put away, and a good server is at the line. Great pass. Gabi from the back line tries to go for the corner at one and misses. Now these are these gradual changes in momentum. So now Jansu has to make a decision. She's run a couple of plays nicely through the middle. Now she's chosen to go Gabi instead of Igonu front line. I think this ball might be going on the reverse to Paola Igonu. No, goes wide to 4. That's clever setting, and that's a very good kill from Kara Bajema. Jansu just had a look here to make sure the block had loaded for Igonu. It had, and Foley was not at the races there. Really intelligent setting from the Turkish number 1. Easy pass. Well made by Silla, well hit by Daviskiba. She has absolutely nailed Jansu down the line there. Brief apology. Watch this. Ouch. Missed both my arms. Crunching hit, but well, you just have to look at Ora's face to know what's going on out there. Milano are getting tested and beaten soundly. Still no ball to Igonu. Might go in transition. No, not the best play. And Retki makes the hit. Oh, Foley makes the hit on the overpass. It's a slight momentum swing to Milano. But I'm not sure it's enough to close out these 5 points before VakifBank get to 25. And finally, the reverse set goes to Igonu. Job done, 23-17, 2 points to get to complete a quite fabulous night's work for the team in yellow. She's played well tonight, the woman in your picture there, Jansu. She's had a bit of criticism over the last month or so and hasn't been starting as many matches as she normally would, but she's bounced back tonight in style. Good touch on the block. Silla takes over setting duties. Daviskiba from the right side wails it out of play, and match point arrives. I wonder what the odds would have been tonight on Milano not making 20 points in any set against VakifBank. I think that would have been quite a nice bet. Well, it's not over yet, but it ain't far from being over. Guidetti watches on. Igonu looking for the big finish. Well, nearly gets it. Parochiali fends the ball away. Daviskiba rolls it into play. Here it is. Here's the chance. Igonu. It's done. One of the most clinical performances you will see in Europe this season. A quite exceptional game of volleyball from VakifBank, who have absolutely obliterated Vero Volley Milano. It's a 3-0 win in just over the hour. And a quite superb all-round performance from the reigning champions. Well, that was breathless stuff. An unbelievably early finish. Marco Gaspari's prediction of this being a long match in the offing. My prediction of it being a classic encounter in terms of both teams going head-to-head. Just never materialised. Milano played well in patches, but VakifBank played well the whole time. And now we await the MVP award, and this could go to anybody on the VakifBank side. Well, not for the first time, it certainly won't be the last. Paola Rigonu for her raw power. And tonight, consistency. Really good game from Paola Rigonu to pick up the MVP award. But it could have gone to Gabi, it could have gone to Bajima, it could have gone to Jansu. It's gone to Igonu. But it was a total team performance. Massive hit on that last serve. Parochiali struggling. And all Davaskiba could do was roll it over. Gabi tidies and Igonu hammers. And there you go. Perfection. Absolute perfection on the evening. That is one of the best games that VakifBank will play all season, and with their new lineup, a couple of additions to this group of players, they certainly look now like challengers for both the Turkish and European titles once again. On the other side of the net, well, it never hurts to have a match like this where you are tested to the limits. It's just from Milano's point of view, they'd have preferred it not to be in the first leg of a European Champions League quarter-final, because that's left them in a horrible position as they head towards the return leg in Milan next week. 25-18, 25-19, 25-17. VakifBank Istanbul have absolutely crushed Vero Volley Milano tonight. Brilliant performance from the home side. Well, we'll hang around and see if we're going to be able to get a word with either one of the VakifBank players or possibly Coach Guidetti. He will be delighted as his team go off on a lap of honour, and it's a lap of honour that they thoroughly deserve. Milano have disappeared from the arena. I think they would just want to get home. But for VakifBank, in a season that hasn't all gone their way, this is their chance to celebrate. Love it. All of the Turkish fans have their own way of celebrating with each of their teams. Well, Zara's ready for the photo. Nobody else joining her at the moment. Zastabashu. Fans celebrated with their team the other night after their 3-1 victory over Rzeszów of Poland. Other results in: Novara 3-1 over Stuttgart. Good performance from the Italians there. And then Fenerbahce and Conegliano is the other quarter-final. Turkey-Italy is the theme pretty much across the board in the last day. Well, all smiles from the VakifBank players, and thoroughly deserving their moment with the crowd. Just waiting to see if we can have a word with one of the players or the coach as the MVP, Paola Rigonu. Brilliant tonight, but so was Gabi, and so were all of the players. Bogun Gunesh through the middle was solid. Bajima and Gabi were really consistent on that left side, and Igonu was just that out-of-system power when they needed it, and Jansu was the setter that knitted it all together very tidily, I thought, tonight. Well, still we wait to see if we can grab someone for an interview. Coach Guidetti getting the plaudits of the adoring fans. Been a coach here at VakifBank since 2008, Giovanni Guidetti. former Dutch coach, former Turkish coach, now stepped down from that job to take over as coach of the newly crowned world champions Serbia.
First of all, congratulations, and what would you comment for the game?
What? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
First of all, congratulations. So, what would you say for the game?
That I'm really proud of my team, the way we were focused about every little thing that we tried to do. And I mean, I'm really happy that we could do this big step, and we are already focused for the next game next week.
What was the most important point in your team today? For example, you reached the victory, and what was the most important point for that?
I think the way we defense, and we were there for every touch, the easy ball. We were there to play and play with our middles and give us the possibility to score those easy balls. I think that's what helped us.
Finally, please comment on your own performance today.
I'm really proud of myself. I mean, I'm just happy all the work that we have been doing all the season is starting to come out. So I'm really happy, and I'll keep pushing and try my best.
Thank you very much, and congratulations again.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Great interview, and thank you very much to Parla Igonu for taking the time out to talk to us here on Vero Volley TV. She had a great game, but as she said there, so did the rest of her team, and I like the point she made about the fact all the hard work they were putting in was finally coming to fruition, and it's coming to fruition at the key part of the season. And VakifBank now look like genuine challengers to defend their European title. Well, I don't know if we're going to get another interview. No, doesn't look like we are. So it's time to say goodbye. That was short and sweet. It was a brilliant and clinical performance from the home side, VakifBank Istanbul. They take a 3-0 victory into the second leg of this quarter-final against a rather shocked Vero Volley Milano next week in Italy. Solid performance from the reigning champions. Thanks for your company over the last hour and a bit here in Istanbul. From me, Simon Golding, and the team here at Vero Volley TV, we will say goodbye, and we'll see you again very soon.